Hi. It's been a while. But I'm here, and got a new mic, got a new camera. Let's get back into this thing. Hi! Yeah, I know it's been a while. We'll get into that in just a little bit. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for waiting for me. I really appreciate it. We'll talk about some of what happened here in the last couple of years. And we're definitely going to talk about what we're going to do moving forward. So, let's not waste any more time, shall we? Ah! Alright. Let's get going. Let's get back to Jazzy. Okay. It's been a while. Just double checking some things. Okay. Alright. We're good to go. We are good to go. Let's check out the team. Got my Golbat, we've got Graveler, we've got Scout. I'm sorry, Scout. I'm sorry, Sucker. Got Lunatone. Got all these guys here. There's Golbat, who we're trying to evolve into a Crobat, if I remember correctly. Yeah, so we gotta make sure this one does not faint, because we want it to be happy, happy, happy. There's Graveler. Soft Sand, that's right, because she's got Magnitude. Right, okay. She's gonna be instrumental in the next gym, I believe. There's Scout, our beautiful girl, ready for anything. Quick Claw, very nice. Sucker. Our other, instrumental boy, we need to evolve him up so that he can learn Spore. So he will not be evolving into a Breloom just yet. He's got a long road ahead of him before he becomes a Breloom, sorry to say. Oddish. Right, I think, yeah, you were my HM guy, and then Lunatone, that's right. I believe you had a Moonstone on you, right? Let's check the bag real quick. Yeah, that's right. Okay, very cool. I may keep. Nope, not gonna use that. May keep the Lunatone. We'll see. I do have a new camera. So I may. The camera used to be up over the laptop. It was a webcam. But now it is a separate camera that is right here. Hello there. And it's gonna take me some time to adjust. Sorry. And then also, hopefully this new mic that I found is doing a good job. If the audio's not coming out great, we may just go back to the snowball, honestly. Doing some new stuff. Feeling the creative drive. Yeah. Let's get battling, and then we'll talk about some stuff. So I believe Let's see, if we caught Lunatone, then that means already gone that way, so that means... Oh, no, we have not battled this person. Yodelay-hee-hoo! You're supposed to shout yodelay-hee-hoo since it doesn't echo here. I do love this NPC, he's pretty funny. Hiker Lenny. Oh, Hiker Lenny. Go that. Just some last minute leveling up for a Golbat here. Great. No. Golbat's gonna need all the XP. Some other things that are new. I do have some new studio lights, some new lights up here. I feel fancy. I feel very fancy. The recording setup has not changed. The gaming setup has not changed. I'm still using the GameCube and Game Boy player with an actual cartridge of Sapphire here. Yodelay-hee-hoo! When I was a wee tyke, I believed there was someone copying me and shouting back yodelay-hee-hoo. Oh, Pokemon NPCs, you're so much fun. You really do have to be careful with any sort of fire in a forest. Don't ever underestimate the power of fire. Thank you, Kinderburn. Thank you. Alright. Do I have some Rock Smash? I do. Graveler has it. Great. I must have collected this thing up here. Yeah, I think I did. Alright, well. We'll see what we shall get up to in the grass today. Swablu, my love! I'm just looking at my list of Pokemon to grab in this playthrough. Nope. Nope, no Swablu here. Ooh, that was a crit. You know what, it feels good. It feels good to be back doing this. I am sorry that it's been a while. I'm very sorry it's been a while. These levels are going pretty fast. The big body that's all lumpy and hard and enormous horns and vicious fangs. Oof, 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 oof. I wish I had a Pokemon like that. This rate's pretty good. I'll get rid of Supersonic here. Who knows, Confuser may actually come in clutch later. If I remember correctly, I think I was going back to the cave to train up my Graveler? It has been a while. It has been a while. I'm gonna level up the Golbat a little bit. Yeah, it feels really nice to be back and playing Pokemon. I wasn't not playing Pokemon. If you've been checking out any of my shorts, you will see over there that I've been kind of busy off of recording. Yeah, I've been busy. I've been doing stuff. I've not been here. And I am very sorry for that. Did I go to Lynette's house? Maybe I went to Lynette's house. Oh! Jazzy! I'm sorry everything is so cluttered sorry, I'll start over. Oh, Jazzy! I'm sorry everything is so cluttered. When I get engrossed in research, things end up this way. This is embarrassing. Please keep this a secret in exchange for this. Tingle Lotad doll. May I offer advice about my Pokemon storage system? You should organize your boxes so you can tell which Pokemon are in them. Gee, Lynette, thanks. I had not considered that before. Oh, thanks, dude. Love berries. And I love contests, too. I'm not gonna go through contests in the main game, though. I think I'm just gonna... I'm gonna stick to the main story in this playthrough, at least. Thank you, Mystery. Alrighty, let's get going. Back to the open road. Really want this Golbat to evolve. I know this is kind of boring, sorry. I'm focusing for a tiny bit. I promise in a little bit, we'll get talking about what happened these... Gosh, it's been 2 years. Oh gosh, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh. You know... Oh, man. I'm not supposed to catch this here, but... This is such a rare encounter. Oh, okay then. I'm just gonna do it because this is such a rare encounter. Oh, come on. Really? I'm sure Oddish is gonna be fine to hit it. I think Absorb's gonna be too much. Let's just try a cut. Oddish isn't that strong, and it's not a stab move. Yeah. If I remember correct, this is like a 1% encounter on a couple of routes. I don't know if I'm gonna find it in any of the other games just randomly like this. And it's a female, so... If Surskit senses danger, it secretes a thick, sugary syrup from the tip of its head. There are some Pokemon that love eating this syrup. Okay, Surskit, you do you. There you go. I'm pretty sure that's like a 1% encounter, so like that is one that I just could not pass up. Is probably good. Let's get Graveler up here again. Alright, so what happened? I mean, you guys saw the last video. I was struggling after a family incident. Yep, that's what was going on. I was struggling. And, that video was unscripted, and it was just me pouring my soul out, trying to, make sense of some things, and... Good job, Graveler. Yeah, I did not know... Well, that wasn't the main reason why I stopped recording. No, that was a big thing, but the thing that really made me stop recording is I got a job in 2024. And then I was let go from that job a couple months later. I had never been terminated from employment before. That was kind of rough. But about 3 months later, I did find another job. And I was pretty busy with that for about 6 months, trying to get a good grasp on it. And then I was let go from that job. So, and I was let go from that job a year ago. I was trying real hard to try and find other employment. And I kept going back and forth on, you know, whether I wanted to make, you know, push myself further in YouTube and make that a job, or if I just needed another job that I could get, you know, that I could just put on, become like a background character, essentially, at that job, and so that I could really focus on this. Yeah, I was going back and forth about the whole thing. I was going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Not really able to make up my mind. But at least for right now, having full-time employment, or even like part-time, like scheduled part-time employment, is not necessarily happening for me right now. But, I've been fortunate in that I've been able to, do some random side jobs for people. I was able to earn some money on some art projects. That was pretty cool. I was also able to get some support from some incredibly good family has helped me out quite a bit as well, and I'm extremely grateful for them and their help, so thank you so much. If you're watching this, thank you. But that still hasn't meant that life's been easy for me. I've been very stressed out. For a very long time, I was feeling like life was out of my control. I was feeling like I wasn't making a meaningful contribution to life, whether it was for myself or for other people. I didn't feel like I was making much of a difference. The combination of not having steady employment and having some very interesting family relationship management. Oh, come on. That's been a lot. And then on top of that, because that was so much, I was struggling with myself. Yeah, I was struggling with self-worth. I was struggling with... Sorry, Graveler. Good thing you're not a fighting type or a poison type. That is 1 HP, ladies and gentlemen. There we go. Alright, let's see what's in the bag. I have revives, but I don't have any potions. Great. I don't have the ability to teleport or fly. And especially when a Pokemon Center is so close. Air quotes, close. Yeah, I was struggling with myself those 2 years as well. But you know what? This year, 2026, yeah, I'll date myself a little bit. This year, I'm feeling a lot healthier. Feeling a lot healthier. Had some pretty good experiences. Specifically for my chosen family. Because I have so many struggles with my actual family. I have some incredible chosen family that are in my life, who have been... They've been shoulders to cry on, listening ear, arms to hug. You know, they've been everything that I've needed when I've been having a hard time. And I'm also extremely grateful for them. But like I said, even though I wasn't recording, I didn't want to give you guys an inauthentic recording experience. I want to be real about how I'm feeling, I want to be real about my experiences, but I also... it's just not good content to be like, life sucks! I hate everything! Nobody likes me! You know, like, nobody wants to watch that. And if you do, like, what kind of a person are you? Like, that just... Oof. But, as I've been trying to say, even though I wasn't here recording, I wasn't here recording. I was doing stuff on my little handheld consoles. So eventually I would like to do some battling challenges in Emerald and in Pokemon Colosseum. I'm not really a battler. I don't really enjoy Pokemon battles. I am understanding them a lot better now. Like, I've been watching Pokemon content to, like, understand battling better. Especially the Battle Frontier, because what I want to do is I want to challenge the Battle Frontier at some point. It is a post-game battle facility where a player can challenge just the computer at some challenges, and the computer in these post-game facilities is very, very challenging. A lot of people say that you can win with just any Pokemon as long as you EV train them. But I'm so paranoid that I am also utilizing the genetics part of this game and making sure that the Pokemon I'm using for that facility... Seriously? Oh, that's funny if this is the exact same one. That's really funny. I am gonna knock this one out. But... if I catch it, I'll take it. Ah, man! That was so close. I'll use one of my Great Balls, fine. That hurt. That really hurt. And I have something in my eye, oh my gosh. I don't know what that is. I want to knock this thing out so bad. Because of the disrespect. But, no. This is a very rare Pokemon, and it does have an evolution, so... on the off chance that I don't find it anywhere else. It's another female. I am curious to see if it is the exact same one, or if it is a different one. Because so far it is female and it is level 15, which is the exact same as the other one. You don't deserve the Great Ball, though. You wasted that one on the first go. There we go. That's so funny, though. That's usually... I'm pretty sure that's like a 1% Pokemon, so the fact that it popped up twice, that's actually pretty crazy. If we do see another one, though, we are gonna knock it out. Maybe I'll evolve at level 30, we'll see. We shall see. So yeah, basically, for at least a year, I don't know the exact amount of time that I spent, but at least for a year, we'll say, I was grinding the Pokemon daycare to get, like, the perfect Pokemon. Some of them with egg moves that normally don't appear on the Pokemon leveling up, but if you hatch them with certain parents that have the egg, they can end up with the egg, with the move as well. But mostly I was looking for natures, and I was also looking for IVs. IVs are the genetical potential of the Pokemon. So, no matter how much you level your Pokemon, they will always have a set number of ability underneath that training that you do that influences how strong it is. And the highest number that you can get is 31. And there are a couple of Pokemon that have 3 of those IVs out of 6, and that's pretty good. There's a couple of them that are 3 IVs, and then there's another one that's like around 30, so it's still pretty high, but it's not quite 31. And here in Generation 3, it's kind of hard to do. Some people RNG manipulate those Mons. I don't. In fact, I didn't know how to RNG manip until earlier this year. But I'm not going to be RNG manipulating on Generation 3 games. When I started this challenge, I didn't know how to do it. But I have since figured out how to RNG manipulate on Generation 4 save files. I now have a Soul Silver save file that has the cute charm glitch. I was able to RNG manipulate that for myself. I am so excited. I'll put a link video if you don't know what I'm talking about. I just realized some of you might not know what RNG manipulation is. I will have a video for you to click on if you are interested in knowing more about that. But basically what RNG manipulation is a game like this does not have true randomness. And it's like there's this big arrow that goes up and down a slide. And when I click a button, it stops along that slide. And so what RNG manipulation is that if it has certain information about your save file, it can tell you how long it will take you before you hit that frame that you want to hit that will produce the results that you want. And that's really useful for people who want really powerful Pokemon with good IVs, and or Pokemon that you want that are shiny. And I was able to RNG manipulate a cute charm save file in my Soul Silver save file, and I'm pretty stoked about that. I'll talk about that more in another video. But that Gen 4, I may do some more RNG manipulation in Gen 4, we'll see. But I'm not gonna do it here in Gen 3, that's cheating. Especially for the challenge that I'm doing. So, all of the Pokemon that I bred in the daycare, they were not RNG manipulated, and some of them took like a couple of months to get the right IVs. Oh boy, the ones that did not give me trouble, I found a Slackoth in the wild that was a fantastic nature and a 30 attack IV. Yeah, I traded him over. He's the only one I did not breed, because I don't need any egg moves for that one, but Yeah, I just randomly caught that one on the wild, and I'm just gonna use him. And then the other one that didn't give me trouble was my Stantler that I'm planning to use for Mountain Battle in Pokemon Coliseum. That combination I was able to get rather quickly. The ones that gave me trouble, however... Jinx and Phoebus. I've never really used a Jinx, and I've never really used a Melodic in my playthroughs. But if I'm gonna do some battling, I definitely want to use Pokemon that I like, and I do like those two Pokemon. I was able to come up with a battling scheme that I think will work for myself. I'm a Pokemon battler that likes to mash the kill button, the A, you know, just button mash until the battle's over. And with the battle facilities in Emerald, you can't really do that. But I think I found an acceptable way to, you know, press the die button in certain situations, because there are some crazy Pokemon who... the computer that battles you, a lot of people say that that computer cheats because it's very low odds that a sequence of events will happen in the order that will ensure that the computer will win, but more often than not it feels like that computer will win because of hijinks. So... in those situations, you want to shorten the hijinks and just press a die button. So that's what that team is centered around. To prepare, because I've got, I may try to find another Jinx that's better than the one that I have currently. I'm so conflicted on that one, but I may convince myself to find another Jinx, but that one's been so hard to find. So, we will see. So that's been, you know, and if you've seen my other shorts, you'll see that I have, in fact, in assembling that team, I was finding some shinies. I found some shinies in Gen 3. I'm not a shiny hunter by any means. There's one Pokemon that I have hunted successfully. There's one on the back burner that I've been stubborn about, debating whether or not I'm gonna go back and shiny hunt that, but... you know... I'm not a shiny hunter, and yet I keep finding a bunch of shinies. It's kind of funny. Of course, if I ever get a shiny on this save file, no one is ever gonna believe that it's legit. So, I'm actually hoping that I don't find any shinies here. But anyways, yeah, I didn't do any recording because I didn't feel like I could do anything genuine that would be entertaining for you guys. So that's why I didn't post anything. And it's a good thing I didn't, because I ended up changing the goals for this channel. You might have seen that the name of my channel has changed a little bit. I realized that one main stressor of mine has been income. and I was trying to push myself to make YouTube a way to earn income. And it can be, but I don't think I want it to be for me. So before I was really, you know, content focused, trying to force myself to, you know, have a bunch of scripted information to follow. I have some loose notes for this episode. But moving forward, I don't have an agenda with my videos. I'm just here to play. I'm here to have fun. I hope that's okay. Because I realized I desperately needed some fun in my life. Oh. I just realized that I'm probably a little over-leveled for the next gym leader at this point with this Golbat. That's okay though, because the next gym leader after that is a bit tricky, so... You know what? Looking at this team, I think we're good enough. We can... Let's go to the next gym leader. We've been here long enough. I'm gonna do a quick heal before we go. Oh. Switch over with you, because you could use a couple of extra. Oh. Use this parasol to ward off this filthy, yucky volcanic ash from my dear Numble. One of my favorite modern TCG cards is the Parasol Lady card. I think it's the secret illustration rare of that. Top tier TCG card for me, honestly. Nicely done, Graveler. I guess there's stuff there that I should grab. What is that? Let's go find that. don't think I realized that Graveler, or not Graveler, Sandshrew could be found here. Can you guess why it's so cool around here? Sorry guys, I forgot I didn't battle these guys. This will be a great experience for Graveler. That is also 1 HP, ladies and gentlemen. Oh. That's nice. Alright, we'll go and we'll battle this guy and get that Pokeball. Kind of a cool Spinda. As you've been noticing, Spinda's spot pattern changes. No one Spinda is like the other. Alright. It's always good to just pick those up, huh? Just checking my list of Pokemon to pick up. Not this one. Let's go. Okay, so I don't have the strength to H yet. We would like to be on the cube card. Oh, this is why I haven't gone up there yet. Okay, well, yeah, let's battle Team Aqua real quick. Oh, Jazzy, please, you must stop Team Aqua for me. They're trying to make this volcano inactive by using the stolen meteorite's power. Okay, so we got... Alright, yeah, it's good that we leveled up here, because, you know, we would be a little, under-leveled. I'm gonna put you back here. We of Team Aqua are working hard for everyone's sake. Like, if there's more water around, water Pokemon will be happy, and it'll give people more fun places to swim. I miss the old Team Aqua grunts. They just look so good. Too bad I have to knock your Zubat out of the sky. Sweet. Huh? What do you mean I lost? Hehehe. So you've come all the way here. But you're too late. I've already delivered the meteorite from Meteor Falls to the boss. Aqua Admin Matt. That's right. We'd like to battle. Look at that goon. Nice. A little more experience there. So I lost. I'm sure glad I never took you on back at Meteor Falls. Alright. Let's battle Archie real quick. Power contained in the meteorite. By amplifying its power with this machine, Mount Chimmy's volcanic activity will stop. Eventually, the cooled down crater will fill with rainwater, giving water Pokemon a place to live. You again. Now listen, all life depends on the sea. The sea is everything. Its importance is paramount. That's why we of Team Aqua are committed to expanding the sea. Doing so will result in the emergence of new Pokemon species. We will return the world back to nature for the good of Pokemon. That is Team Aqua's vision. We can't allow an ignorant child like you to get in our way. I, Archie, will show you the consequences of meddling. That boss music. Aqua leader Archie would like to battle. Look at that guy. Look at that guy. Sends out Mighty Yenna. Okay. Oof, that is pretty bad. Let's go scout. If we can do nothing else, let's just do Screech. Thank you, Scout. Sorry. Come on, dude. Yeah! No! Oh my gosh, are you serious? Graveler, no! Aw, that's so sad. Okay, fine. We're not gonna lose, like, there. There's no running from a trade of that. I did not mean that. I'm sorry. We have 2 revives. We're gonna use one on Graveler. Maybe that'll do something? Nope. Whoa, he withdrew. Wow, okay. I've never seen Archie shift like that, so that was very, very interesting. Okay, there you go, Graveler. Good job. Oh gosh, no. I might... Come on, crit. Oh, you hung on with one, Graveler. You hung on with one. Yeah, and you get some of that. Okay. Cheese strats right here. Ash, if you survive this, you're beautiful. Yeah, I didn't think you would. Sorry, buddy. Alright, let's get some more cheese strats in here. Nice, we got both of them off. And we got rid of the gold bat, so that won't be coming out. Are you gonna be able to take him out, sucker? Wow. Okay. Sucker for the win, guys. This Mightyena can be scary if you're not fully prepared. Another super potion? Well, at least we've, like, severely crippled it. Very nice. Nice. What is it with all these 1 HPs? Well, at least you're paralyzed finally. Goodbye. Well earned, sucker. Well earned. No, the sucker is... Sucker's doing just fine here. Guess not. Jeez. Ooh, I don't know if I don't know, guys. I should have gotten some potions, man. I should have gotten some potions. Let's see if I can use another revive here. Sucker may be our best chance. Yeah, sorry, Lunatone. Sorry, Lunatone. Oh, that was a crit too? Salt in the wound, man. Salt in the wound. Is nothing fast enough? Jeez. Oh, shoot. I forget how... Oh, no. Golbat, please. Okay, so you are faster. That's good. I just really don't want you to be... Oh, good. Okay. Ooh. See? Look at that attack. Look at that attack. It's scary. And I should have just brought Golbat out. Yeah, see, that... Yeah. I shouldn't have worried. What? Archie was caught off guard? Yeah, Archie, yeah. Ah, whatever. I'll give up our plans for Mount Chimney for the time being, but no one can ever stop us. Team Aqua will prevail. Don't you ever forget that. Jazzy, thank you. With your help, we thwarted Team Aqua's destructive plan. But this victory doesn't mean the end of their evil plans. We will remain vigilant and keep up our pursuit of Team Aqua. Jazzy, we shall meet again. A meteorite is fitted on a mysterious machine. Do you want to remove the meteorite? Taint the meteorite. Okay. Alright, well... Whew, we almost lost to Archie, of all people. Jeez. I mean, he has... If you're not prepared for Archie, he can be a real threat. So, like... Yeah, but... My goodness, I didn't think it would be that hard. Anyways, look forward to more posting. And, thanks for coming back. I appreciate it. We'll have more adventures together moving forward. I promise. See you next time.